Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Steph, and today I'm going to be reacting to Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood episode 18, The Arrogant Palm of a Small Human. The last episode, Ross was accused of killing Hughes, and everyone basically said that she was guilty, even though we all know she wasn't. But I think his name is Slicer, Chopper, whatever, he actually ended up breaking her out. I still am not 100% sure why he did that. That was a little weird. I don't know if he was actually genuinely trying to help her or if he had something specifically planned, but it doesn't matter because Ross ended up running into Roy, and Roy, being a dumbass and not looking more into things before, he lights her on fire and completely roasts her. So yeah, she's no more. And the thing is, that was actually murder. It wasn't an execution, that was murder. Yes, you could argue that, oh, the assignment was like, you know, shoot to kill if like she was like, I guess, resisting, but she wasn't. And I have a feeling a lot of people don't agree with what he did, especially the brothers. So for this episode, I'm assuming we're gonna see the consequences of what he did. I have a feeling he's gonna lose a lot of support from a lot of his subordinates, Ed and Al being one of them, or two of them, I should say. And let's see how Roy will feel when he finds out that he killed an innocent person, and let's see how he reacts when he finds out who truly killed Hughes. If it happens in this episode, I don't know. If you guys are enjoying my Fullmetal Alchemist series so far and you guys want to see all these uncut reactions early, make sure to check out my Patreon, link will be in the description. Without further ado, this could be Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood episode 18, The Arrogant Palm of a Small Human. Let's go. Hey everyone, just want to give a special thanks and a shout out to my Patreons for supporting me. Over on my Patreon, you'll gain early access to all of my uncut reactions on top of other perks. Check out my Patreon, the link is in the description.
Risen Bull, this stop, Risen Bull Station.
Are you ever gonna tell me what's going on? This is starting to feel a little too much like a kidnapping.
I haven't been fully informed on the details. My only orders were to retrieve you and to rendezvous here.
This is weird. Brother should have arrived in Risenbull by now. So why hasn't he called?
Not to mention that he's got me here to do his repairs.
And this stuff with Lieutenant Ross. I have no idea what's going on.
Good thing I can explain it all.
What does he know? This man just spawns, bro. What the fuck?
I'm sure he's just fine.
Melting, yeah. Okay, so he's going to the desert. I wonder if he's gonna run into Scar.
Colonel never said we'd be crossing the border. Tight-lipped bastard.
This looks like where Scar was. Is that water cold or hot?
Whose idea was it to bring the kid?
It was a direct order.
He is jacked. Jesus.
So, this is Xerxes, huh? Looks just like the fable described it. It claims the entire kingdom of Xerxes was destroyed in a single night, and that the only survivor wandered into a mistress shortly afterwards. He was the one who went on to spread the science of alchemy.
How interesting. We have a similar legend in Xing about a drifter from the west. It's said that his teachings were combined with our ancient techniques to form the alchemy we practice today.
Alchemy is primarily used for medical needs, isn't it?
Yes.
Oh, that makes sense. So she's a healer then, like the kid.
Now I know why.
But if Xerxes was such a highly advanced society, how were they wiped out in a single night?
It could very well just be a legend.
Wonder if something happened there. Something bad to wipe everybody out. Like they were their own downfall. I don't think they were wiped out by someone specifically. It was themselves.
Back east, where I was. It's a nice place. None of the big city noise. And lots of beautiful women.
It's a hallucination. It's a hallucination.
There really wasn't any place in a mistress we could safely hide a dead girl. Especially one that's still alive, you know?
So the Colonel knew that Lieutenant Ross was innocent all along?
They make a point of arresting her in public, and now they announce her guilt to the newspapers before she's even had a trial. Something's not right.
Yo, Mustang, you seen today's paper? Cause there's an interesting article on the...
Hey, Bunny! You know better than to call me at work.
What the
Let me
fuck?
call you right back. Just hang on, okay?
That's so out of character. Okay, so she's actually alive. They faked her death. So who did he scorch?
Barry, I've got a proposition that you might like.
There we go. So that's the reason. I knew there was a reason. I was like wondering why.
I promise not to kill anyone. How about 2nd Street in the warehouse district?
So I was kind of right. It was planned, but not in the way I thought.
I need you to gather everything on this list. On the double, okay?
60 pounds of pork, carbon, some ammonia. What is this?
The ingredients for a well-cooked corpse.
Human transmutation?
Of course not.
No.
I'm just gonna whip up something that looks like a human corpse.
Oh, okay.
Wait, what about when they do the autopsy?
Trust me, it'll be too charred for them to ID it.
Ah, okay. Because I did find that that was a little out of character for him just to do something like that.
But I've got plenty of experience burning corpses.
I bet you do. You wiped out, what, the Ishvalan shit? So let's see what really happened. She didn't know, did she?
You're Maria Ross, correct? It's a dummy. From this point on, you're dead.
Oh, he finished us just in time.
What happened here, Colonel? Tell me!
What? Is that the Full Metal kid? Oh man, we didn't plan on this one.
Okay, so she's actually alive. So that's his plan. Okay.
So we all agreed to rendezvous here in one big effort to aid the lieutenant's
And that's
escape.
why he sent Ed away too.
I can't believe the Colonel was able to pull one over on us like this.
You're right.
He
I
knew
believed
it'd
it
be
too.
Easier to convince you if you actually saw Lieutenant Ross.
Fine, I'll admit it, all right? He actually knew what he was doing this time.
Is there a phase beyond liberating Lieutenant Ross?
Indeed. He's got a plan to reel in the puppeteer, the one that's behind the conspiracy.
Ooh.
Calls me
Wait, damn. He's like, wait, what?
You remember Barry from the 5th lab, right?
Of course.
He went on one hell of a rampage. They're bound to send someone to reclaim him.
Okay, so Barry the Slicer, so that's not his soul then? Are they two different things? Like the suit one and the one we just saw? But okay, so that makes a little bit more sense. Yeah, the entire time I was thinking last episode, I was like, that seems really out of character because it's like, you know, he was going based off of emotion, but now it's revealed that it was actually all planned and it was staged. It wasn't like an actual thing. But I still feel like, you know, he's gonna get like a lot of backlash from that shit because only a select few know that that was faked and staged, but the rest don't. But his plan is to like uncover this whole conspiracy theory, so I wonder where he's going with this. He's obviously targeting Bradley Fuhrer or some shit, but like, how? I don't know where he's going with this plan. Because they said the murder of Ross was to bring out the person behind all this stuff, but I just don't know how that would work. But now we're leaving off with like the next stage, which is using the Slicer dude. I'm assuming they're the same person, I don't know how. So what's his part? What's he gonna do?
So Lieutenant Ross is innocent!
But why take Ed? The Colonel was just trying to keep him out of his hair, wasn't he?
You got it.
Yeah, so he knows.
So, I struck up a deal with Barry to help him out with the jailbreak in exchange for the secret to his immortality. But of course...
The science guys that put me in this body are all dead, and it's not like I know how they did it.
What? That's not fair!
You know what? You should ask that Alphonse kid.
You're supposed to tell me your secret. And I was promised you'd tell me.
Not by him.
We've collected
They know
a fair
about all of
amount
them.
Intelligence. And once we properly piece it together, we'll have the General's killer.
I promise you this, Lieutenant. We will absolve you of this crime.
General Hughes. It's just hard to accept that he's dead.
Yeah.
And what shall you do now, Edward Elric?
Find out who's responsible.
All I can do is move forward, right? And I'll protect everyone I can along the way.
Okay.
I refuse to let another person become a victim, not while I'm alive. I know that's a hard promise to keep. It's the only thing I can think of. So I have to do it. I have to.
Where do you intend to seek asylum?
Well, I think that I'm gonna give Xing a shot.
Oh, she's just completely disappearing off the face of the fucking earth. Okay. I feel like she's gonna come back eventually, maybe.
Please deliver a message to the Colonel. I need him to know how grateful I am for what he's done. If there's any way I can help him, tell him to send for me. I owe him a great debt, and I am willing to put my life on the line to repay it.
Right.
Yeah, because she was getting framed, and Roy saved her. Be like, you're gonna get convicted because these people already think you're guilty and they're not changing their mind, so let's fake your death and let's set you free.
What's Xing like?
It's a country steeped in a rich culture, and the people are hardworking and honest. I'm certain you'll feel at home there.
So I can expect to find a paradise on the other side of this desert?
Yes. Although, I can assure you the trek across this desert is severe. You'll need to be careful. I recommend preserving your fluids from this point on.
Yeah, so in other words, stop your crying. Lord.
Hold on!
Okay, so they're not the same person.
Try and relax, Bowman. We want this one alive, so don't kill it!
Okay, so yeah, Lust released this thing.
Hey!
Take it outside.
Yeah.
Cause yeah, they said there was like, I thought they said his name was Barry the Slasher or some shit. So I thought they were the same person, but they're not. So they're separate people. And Lust is the one who let loose the crazy one. Who shot him? Hawkeye?
Told you it was safer. We've got the Hawk's eyes watching over us out here.
It was Hawkeye, wasn't it?
A customer was getting fresh with Jacqueline, so I slapped him around a little bit.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, that's who he's talking to.
All right, don't even think of moving. I've got a few questions for you. Wait a minute. I don't think he knows what I'm saying.
No way. I thought this guy looked familiar.
Who is he?
That's my old human body!
That's what I thought. Yeah, so they were the same person. This shit's confusing, bro. Fuck.
I haven't even seen this guy since the day my soul got yanked out of him.
So this is what he looked like? Okay. Gosh, it's hard to follow this episode.
It's like that transmutation circle from
It's like everywhere.
A two-headed dragon and the sun. Ah, damn it! Why does the top part have to be missing?
See, it's Ishvalan people, right?
What do you want?
That's what I thought. That's what it looked like to me too. They were in where Scar was.
Are you all trying to dishonor the name of Ishvala?
Look, he won't try to attack you again. Can you please just let him go now?
Okay.
You stood up for me. I don't get it. I always heard that you guys hated Amestrians.
Despite the atrocities your country has committed, I know that not all Amestrians are bad.
Okay. That's fair.
Madame Shan and I were both injured during the Civil War. But then we were saved by these two Amestrian doctors.
Who were they?
You're not talking about the Rockbells, are you?
Are you saying you were a friend of Dr. Rockbell?
Yeah.
Who the hell is that?
They saved the lives of countless Ishvalans, all throughout the course of the entire war.
No kidding. They were like an aunt and uncle to me.
Oh, okay.
Abandon their post.
I was like, who the hell are they talking about? They're talking about Winry's parents.
How did they die?
They were killed. They were both murdered in cold blood.
By who?
And it was by the hand of an Ishvalan they'd saved.
Damn.
That's so...
Scar?
I'm so sorry.
They're in the shape of a heart. It was Scar. How much you want to bet?
His face was wrapped in bandages. But he was an Ishvalan monk and his right arm was tattooed.
It's Scar. So yeah, Scar is like, he's disowned. Especially by majority of like his race and shit. Alright, because a lot of his kind don't agree with what he's doing already. And this just confirms that shit even more, that he is an outsider of his own race.
I'm getting chills up and down my soul. I've got to get my knives into it.
Back off, Barry. I thought you were supposed to have the urge to return to your body, not chop it up into pieces.
Here's the chopper.
Way past its expiration date.
Ooh, it's rotting.
That's what stinks?
This is just cruel! I have to do it! It's my body, so it's up to me!
Let him do it. I'd let him do it. Who cares?
Oh no, I'm gonna have to call you right back.
Who's walking up behind
Customer
her?
of my own to deal with.
Oh, it's Gluttony. Is Lust with him? And she's got nowhere to go, too. She's screwed. Alrighty, and now's episode 18 of Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. So following up on the Ross situation, so that was actually staged. She didn't actually die, but she's disappearing for now to keep Roy's plan in play, I guess. So he's still trying to uncover this conspiracy thing. Barry is face to face with his body that he's about to chop up. We finally found out who killed Winry's parents. I'm telling you, it's Scar. I think he's the only one to have tattoos on his right arm that's his Valen, you know? I can't think of any others. But we're leaving off with Hawkeye face to face with Gluttony, and yeah, she's screwed because she's in a tower and the only way out is past Gluttony. Unless she jumps out of a window, but that's gonna kill her. So I have a feeling they're not gonna try and kill Hawkeye, they're just gonna kidnap her. Basically use her as leverage. So for next episode, we'll see what exactly they want from her and who they're trying to, I guess you can say, get. I have a feeling it's the brothers, but I have a feeling they're also targeting Roy, because Roy is getting suspiciously close to finding out the deal with Bradley, and it's also in a bad situation because Ed is nowhere near Central. So I have a feeling they're gonna have to take care of the situation themselves. But until next time, if you guys are enjoying my Fullmetal Alchemist series so far and you guys want to see all these uncut reactions early, make sure to check out my Patreon, link will be in the description. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel for future reactions. And again, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.